everyone. Welcome to the second edition of Live, Work, Play the Tech MBA. I'm Shruti from Bangalore. Let me familiarize you with the Live, Work, Play the Tech Mahindra way. Our core values and our RISE tenets form the DNA of Tech Mahindra, and it is important that all of us understand what it takes to stay true to them. And what better way of doing this than hearing it from our leaders who live, work, and play the Tech MBA? Today's guest on this series has been instrumental in positioning Tech Mahindra as one of the fastest growing global engineering service providers. With 24 years of professional experience in product design and development, IoT and enterprise mobility with strong strategic business and execution acumen, he has successfully created global engineering strategies for several Fortune 500 clients and grown the engineering business across the globe with well-established global engineering centers. He has addressed challenging engineering needs of customers across Western markets as well as emerging markets like China and India. He is responsible for building market expansion strategies, new solutions, partnerships, domain expertise, and capabilities on emerging areas across the engineering industry verticals. It is with great pleasure that I am welcoming Mr. Karthikeyan Natarajan, Global Head IES, Integrated Engineering Services at Tech Mahindra, to live, work, play the Tech MBA. Welcome, Karthik. We are glad to have you here.
Thank you, Shruti.
Karthik, you're widely recognized as a thought leader by the media, by the industry analysts, by the customers. You're one of the most informed, opinionated leaders and a go-to person in the field of your expertise. So, can you shed some light on your early corporate days and the rise to your current role?
Sure, it's an interesting question, and let me take an attempt to give you a peek into my 24-year corporate journey. And when I started off as an engineer, one thing that I was determined is to build my career on engineering. Second, I really want a role that continues to allow me to exhibit myself. The passion for engineering is very, very important to me personally. And the third element is about continuous learning. I would describe a career plan to be looked at 35-year, 40-year in view, not just 3 or 5-year in view. I looked at, after establishing the credentials, whether you do bachelor's, master's, then you start looking at build yourself to be a specialist in some area. You can choose the area that you want to be a specialist in and probably look for career accelerators, whether it is the equivalent of GLCs, mini CEOs, and roles that would really get you the visibility. And fourth, start broadening your skill base. When you're moving from an engineer to a project leader to a project manager to a business leader, how do you think we really plan for this on a continuous learning mode? And fifth, take risky, visible assignments in a corporate career. I think these 5 phases are something which really describe what I went through in my career as well.
Well, Karthik, so we are aware that Tech Mahindra has identified certain acquisitions to boost the capability of engineering services. So what we'd like to know is, how do we ensure the core values and the RISE tenets are embedded in this new acquired or emerging company? What are the challenges that you face when you are doing this?
I think we did go through 2 of the acquisitions in the last 3 years, and one was the Mahindra Engineering Services, and second one was Pininfarina. And Mahindra Engineering Services, I think it's important for us to recognize the culture that comes along with the team, and we made them to be part of our family, and we allowed the leaders to cherish what they were good at and what they really want to take this path that they've taken in the past, and how do they want to build their career, and how do they really want to build automotive for Tech Mahindra. So it is important for us to recognize the leadership skills and also recognize the culture that has been in the company. How do you think we kind of find a way to integrate them with best of the worlds being combined? And I think that's how we kind of approached it. And I hope it will really work out well on the similar case with Pininfarina, which is more of an international and multiple countries that are involved. When we really want to integrate them, the important element is to understand their own cultures, their own ways of doing business, and make sure the individuals are respected and the leadership is part of the entire integration process. So the change management has to be a slow process, and it has to be progressive, and it should really build upon the values of both the companies. I think these are the tenets that really helped us to integrate two different cultures of the organization when we approached the acquisitions.
So, Karthik, a man in your position should be having a lot of responsibilities. So, you must be working under a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. So, how do you unwind yourself? How do you de stress yourself? How do you rise to a new day daily?
I think it is a routinized way of doing things and trying to build this as a habit. And I do see sometimes I get inspired by some of the leaders, and I do watch some of the motivational videos and trying to just get inspiration from different walk of life. It could be sports, it could be politics, it could be movies, but the intent is to really find a way to regenerate yourself every week, every month, every quarter, every year. And this is going to be a journey that you should really get yourself ready for, because you are finding that next week, next month would be a lot more challenging than what it is today. So get yourself ready for it and make sure that the teams around you are getting ready for it. And that's the only way by which you will find you are not overwhelmed at any given point of time with the number of challenges that you are facing.
With that, we are winding up this session. Thank you, Karthik.
Thank you
It was
so
a
much,
great
Shruti.
pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us.
Appreciate you being part of this. Thank you.